Welcome all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Maria Kądzielska, and do you know the feature and the character of Primate Wyszynski? Probably you know, but how would you tell the story of his life, or how do you imagine the story of his life? This is the question which our today's guest, Mateusz Pastewka, needed to ask himself. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me, thanks.
So you are the author of the shooting of the scenes of the newest movie about Primate Wyszynski, The Prophet. And so what was your artistic vision to tell the story, and what was the biggest inspiration as well?
Well, for the cinematographer's work, the artistic vision always starts with a director. We meet and we talk about the script, we talk about the story, and we basically point out the essentials of what's the most interesting in the story for us. And how we quickly decided that we want this film to be like a dark thriller, almost kind of thriller thing.
Well, this is not something which most of the viewers, I would say, expect about a religious movie.
Well, it's the story is actually mysterious. Is maybe not the proper word here, but the story is about
behind the closed doors. As
exactly. We have a lot of conversations and dialogue between Wyszynski and Gomułka, and we have clash of these guys and these guys are negotiating about the most important things happening in Poland behind closed doors in offices. It's a spy movie. It's a power play, a political, religious drama. There is a certain mystery surrounding these events. That's why we were looking at our references were dark thrillers as well. One of the films that I remember that we pointed out especially was The Irishman. And then I really like this style that was of this film, how it was shot. The cinematographer there was Rodrigo Prieto, and he also had a huge time scale of this film, because it starts when these characters are young, and then it's like a story of 40 or 30 years of them.
And here we have 20 years as well.
Here we have 20. So the way in Irishman the visuals progressed from different epochs, from different decades. So it was quite a visual inspiration for us as well. After we point out how we want this film to look, it's so much easier than to actually do the planning, because you need, at the beginning of filmmaking process, you need to set up some kind of rules of how are you gonna shoot this film, how it's supposed to look like. So then when the questions come from set designer, prop, costumes, everyone, you know how to answer these questions. What colors should be this costume? What color should be that prop? What kind of location are we looking for? So we already know that we're looking for.
And also what kind of music you're looking for.
Yeah, what kind of music, exactly. That comes mainly in a post-production, but Michał was very particular about the music as well, so he kind of knew when we were shooting what kind of mood the music is going to be. But when we agreed that we want this film to be a little bit dark and mysterious, and so we kind of knew the direction of where we're going with the visuals.
So there are less seen in the bright sunny days.
That's true. Yeah.
Or like bright light. But on the other hand, there is this. I would say the light at the end. This the huge work with Primate Wyszynski did, and which brought a lot of hope to when it comes to Polish independence. Are you also trying to show this part that, also the faith is connected with such kind of, usually we connect it with light, yes?
Mm-hmm.
With something good, with that God brings light, God brings hope, God brings goodness to our hearts, to our... so are you trying to show any of those positive emotions anyhow as well?
Oh, there is a lot of positive emotions in this film. It's not a sad story, It's not pessimistic.
Okay.
But the times when this story happened were dark times in Polish history, and horrible things happened. The story actually starts with at the moment where priests were prosecuted. They were being kidnapped, they were tortured. You know, that these are real dark times for Polish Church as well. So there are positive aspects, but for, let's say it,
majority,
for this good things to happen, you need to overcome the darkness to bring the light. You know, and this is shown in this film as well.
Well, what is left for us is, of course, to invite all of you to the movie theaters, but also we encourage you to read more about Primate Wyszynski and this part of the Polish history and how it ended up in gaining back the independence. And of course, thank you again for watching Poland Daily Culture.